You know, some people age like a fine wine, and some people age like a can of special brew left on a hot windowsill. Whichever one you are, get ready to talk about those pesky little emotions of yours, because it's time for another episode of I've Had a Rosé, Let's Talk About Feelings. Please welcome your host, Sam Lake. It was me the whole time.
Hey.
We're the Sugababes.
I think we really killed that. I think everyone knew the reference straight away.
So you had to imagine we're not on a sofa or on stools.
Right, independent. And there's another one.
And there's another one.
Yeah.
If you were one of the Sugababes,
Which one?
of the current Sugababes, the OG3,
Yeah.
who do you think you would be?
Oh, okay. I feel like I wish I was muttier.
Okay.
Because I feel like she's the most badass, but I'm not badass. Like, she just has like, I don't give a fuck attitude that I respect. Mm-hmm. Keisha's like a workaholic, which I don't really relate to.
She does love to work.
Yeah, and apparently she was like allegedly she was like the bully who like got everybody out of the band, but I don't know if that's true. But
or were Heidi and Amel and the record company like getting her out?
Right.
So they could replace it with Jade, who was more agreeable.
Oh, yeah. Well,
this is speculative. No one knows for sure. Yeah.
But Siobhan, I think Siobhan seems kind of cool and a bit like more laid back. So I think I'm going to pick Siobhan.
Siobhan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Who are you?
Maybe Keisha.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because I feel Keisha is like she is the sugar
She
babes.
is babes.
Yeah, she's like how Paul
babes.
McCartney is to the Beatles, you know. He was like the mastermind. I feel like Keisha is the mastermind.
I would agree with that, I think. But you forget that they started when they were like bloody like 11.
I know, they look so young in
They're
your
so
videos.
young and tiny.
Yeah.
And wait, so I will start the episode properly in a bit. Whatever, just wait. Did you know that on the shoot for Overload, the first video, someone saw that Siobhan was quite nervous, so they gave her a glass of red wine, and she was only like 14 or 15.
Oh God,
that's bad,
that
isn't it?
Bad. That doesn't surprise me though.
No, because they were trying to turn the three of them against each other.
Really?
Very toxic.
Oh, can you tell me? Can you tell me the deets? I don't know.
That's what they said when they came back as MKS, because they didn't have the rights to call themselves the Sugababes. Yeah. They were doing like an interview on This Morning, and they said like, oh yeah, we were all getting told different things by the people looking after us, and it would be like, oh, the other two, they were saying this about you earlier.
No way.
And so like that's what led to Siobhan leaving, and then Mutia left, and then Keisha was ousted. Keisha didn't want to go. Keisha was the only one who stayed in the band, and Amel and Heidi went to the record company and said, we're leaving. So then the record company was like, well, we'd rather have to replace one than two, so we'll keep Heidi and Amel.
Oh, but why were they doing that? Because surely that's not good for them. Surely they need to keep the same girls. That's more profitable.
You would think, but I think it's like, back in the day where like if they're young and impressionable and easily manipulated, then you can sort of like mold them to behave how you want them to behave.
Yeah.
Like Britney Spears.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, just give her a bit of lithium and then just like tot her out on the Vegas stage.
Yeah.
And as long as she keeps doing that, the more she makes all these other people money and nothing for herself.
Oh no.
I mean, I'm sure she probably does actually have quite a lot of money, but she made a lot of people a lot of money. So
of course.
They couldn't stop milking the cash cow.
Yeah. And have you seen Amanda Bynes now? Talk about that.
I haven't seen her in a while. I know. Did she not start a podcast or something?
She did. She only did one episode.
Oh.
Yeah. But I think the person they had on, like, I might get this wrong. They were something like, they weren't like a celebrity. I think they were like
just like a maid,
hairdresser or something, but not like a celebrity one. There was something along
just
like
just
quite a norm. Just from super, just like a norm. Like maybe it was a tattooist. I'm not sure, but like it was just quite. Considering we all really want to know what Amanda Bynes, what's going on in her life, but we're just going to talk to this hairdresser.
Amanda, if you're watching, please, we'd love to have you.
She'd be great here.
Oh, she'd be great.
Yeah, she could be the third Sugar Babe.
The third sugar babe, yeah. And then we can ask her, like, who would you like to murder your vagina now?
Yeah, surely not Drake.
No. Oh, because she said that when she was. We won't get Nancy too early in the pod. We'll just,
See, do you think they knew each other? Oh.
Do you think we're uncovering? Oh, we're just blowing up Hollywood on today's episode. Sometimes we are. Sometimes we are. Yeah. I'll do a proper introduction. That was very unprofessional of me. I do apologise. Hi, everyone. Hi, welcome to another episode of I've Had a Rosé. Let's talk about feelings, the show where me and a wonderful guest enjoy a beverage of their choice and then talk about something they're passionate about and see how it connects to their feelings. And before I introduce today's guest, who you can see, and we've already been talking for 5 minutes. Let me just take a moment to thank our Patreons. Thank you so much for supporting the pod. And if you'd like to become an official Rosé slut, you can find the link to do that down below, where you can get all of this delicious extra bonus content for as little as £3 a month. Doesn't that sound reasonable? Oh, it sounds very reasonably priced. Anyway, let me introduce properly today's wonderful guest, Molly McGuiness.
Hiya. Oh, this is the first time we've met as well. How
It's
fun.
the first time we're
really getting to know each other. I feel connected.
Do you know what it is? And I feel this happens with a lot of people. I know you off of online.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people, especially doing this as a job where some people are based here, some people are based there, some people are based there.
Yeah.
So we all live online, baby.
We do. It's so true.
How are you?
Good, yeah. Come to Edinburgh yesterday. I love it here.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's nice being here, not during the Fringe as well.
A lot of people say it's lovely to experience it without all of those people.
Yeah, defo.
Yeah.
I don't think I've done much yet.
We were talking about like tourist attractions that you could go to after this. Because you've already done the Museum of Childhood.
Yeah, I did that. Just walked in there on a whim.
On a whim.
Really good dolls. Really creepy.
Creepy little.
Loads of creepy dolls. Whole floor of dolls.
That's awful.
Yeah.
The museum has, I don't know why I said it, like the big museum.
The big one.
Museum. They have, I don't know if they still have it, they have an exhibit with like all of these old video game machines, like from like the 50s up until like now.
Oh,
and you can
that's
play
sick.
all of them.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, I might do
no.
that. I think I want to do that.
What if I've not washed my hands?
I went into something like that in actually it wasn't. No. Oh no! In London, I went in the Microsoft shop. I don't know why.
A Microsoft shop?
Yeah, and I'm not buying anything there. I was just wandering around. Oh. And it was just like all kids just playing games in the shop. And you can just go on the games and play all day. And I was like, surely no one's buying anything in here.
No, so when you go into the Apple store, they got all the iPads. You can just sit there and play Fruit Ninja.
Yeah.
And
do you remember you used to take the pictures? Can you still do that?
I think you can, yeah. And now you can go, you have to book it, but you can try on their like VR headset, the one that like goes see-through at the front, but it's like a picture of your eyes.
Oh, I don't know if I like that.
I know.
Is it your eyes but bigger?
Yeah, like on the front. When that joke sometimes you see where somebody's asleep and they've got a sleep mask on, but their sleep mask has their face on it, so it's like their eyes.
Yeah,
it's like that.
Oh, that's mad.
The Vision Pro or something.
And is it a bit like Millhouse, like eyes? Like his eyes look bigger in his glasses?
Oh.
When you take them off, they're smaller.
Yeah, but they're not in like glasses because it's like a whole visor.
Oh, so it looks like, I see what you mean.
Yeah, like the bridge of your nose looks bigger and everything. It just doesn't quite look correct.
No, yeah. Uncanny Valley.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Or that TikTok filter where like every time you blink, the parts of your face come down and then you blink and then you blink at the wrong time for your nose. So now your nose is your mouth and then your mouth is on your tits.
Yeah.
It's that.
Fun. And what does it do? What does the VR thing do?
All like normal like VR
VR stuff.
But like it's to try and encourage like people to just pop on your VR headset and then it's like a virtual office and then you can just like do everything in VR.
Surely that's not gonna work. Like it's the same as those Ray-Ban. You can get like Ray-Bans and you can click something on them and
yeah.
I feel like stuff like that looks lame. I don't want a big headset on. Do you know what I mean?
Do you remember Google Glass?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that went nowhere.
No.
Quickly.
No, but anything here doesn't work.
You're not going to be able to make it dainty enough
No.
for it to become like a thing.
No, that's so cute. So true. They can't be cute. You can't make it cute.
Yeah, VR isn't cute.
No.
VR's a big old bitch.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I don't
notice.
really get. I've been on my little brother's, and I'm not great with technology, to be honest. But I went on my brother's, and like I was in like our world or something, and it was like, and there was a stage you could do stand up on it.
I think
So I did that.
I've heard of this game before. I didn't know there was a VR version of it.
I don't know. It wasn't like one game. It's like a thing where you just aimlessly walk around. There's lots of different things going on.
Oh, really?
I think it's free. Like I don't know what I'm talking about. But there was a McDonald's. I was working in McDonald's. Then I was like
In VR,
and then I was doing stand up. It's like, God, I could do anything, but these are the things I decide to do.
That just sounds like
And I
a
got
normal
booed.
life.
Yeah,
In VR?
Yeah, VR standing out.
Who coded that in?
No, well, the real people.
Oh, it's real people
all over the world.
watching.
Yeah, but it's like, like a 10-year-old boy in America, and he's like, boo.
Oh,
and I'm like,
boo, that wasn't Skibbity.
Yeah.
Where's all your Riz?
so yeah, I got booed.
Oh.
And then my brother was like, you're embarrassing, man, and took it off me. So I've not been on one since.
Embarrassing me in front of the other 10-year-olds at the comedy club.
Yeah. So yeah, I can't break that.
But I guess so then you prefer comedy in real life then?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do them VR.
Yeah, if people want to boo, they keep it to themselves usually.
Yeah.
In my experience anyway.
That's true, exactly.
Yeah. They'll wait until they're on their way out when I'm there with the bucket, and they'll be like, just didn't want to say this in the middle of the show, but boo.
Oh my God. I'd kind of like that.
Yeah, save it for the end.
Yeah.
Just want to say this in private.
Boo. That's actually really cute. I quite like that. Yeah. You can do that to me. That's fine. That's really sweet.
Are you gonna be fringing this year?
I am. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm debuting, which
It's
is
a
fun.
debut.
Yeah.
A debutante.
Yeah. Fun. Yeah. Really, really excited,
Yeah.
but nervous. I think I'm really nervous about the idea of, like, it's mad you gig every day.
You have to do that show every day.
Isn't that mad?
Yeah.
Not enough people talk about how mad that is.
Do you know what it is?
Even on
Because
a weekend.
everyone that just Claire's not even sat in the studio right now, but we can still hear her. She's stuck at the ceiling. Do you know what it is? It's because when you say to someone who doesn't do comedy, doesn't perform, that has like a normal job, like a butcher.
Yeah, like a butcher, yeah. My butcher friends.
A butcher friend. And you say like, oh, it's really tough. I've got to do the show every day. They'll go like, it's only 1 hour every day.
Yeah.
What are you complaining about? 1 hour? Is that it?
Yeah.
But you don't understand like all of like the toll of getting the show ready.
Oh, yeah.
And then like performing for 1 hour takes it out of you so quickly. Plus you're doing all of the other gigs that you know, like your mixed bills, your little spots, your little pods, your little things and bits and bobs and stuff.
I think your butcher friends are being harsh. I feel like my friends are like, oh my God, you do it every day.
The next time they cut a slice of ham for me, I'm just gonna when they hand it over and be like, just to let you know, boo.
They deserve a boo.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it is crazy. But I mean, I suppose you just get in the swing of it. And
Yes,
my show is at like 2:55, so I still have that's like
Gorgeous
a normal
time. No,
like
I'm
just
at
working.
1:35. You'll be done. You could still have a day.
Yeah.
And that's perfect because you're not in a rush to get up, but you're also like you're not out of the house like stupidly late, like someone who's got their show at like 7, 8, 9. Yeah.
So true.
Yeah.
I can have a lie-in. I can have a lunch, a brunch.
Miley Cyrus, you have the best of both worlds.
Yeah, it really is.
It really is.
And then I can do whatever I want in the evening. I can go out. I can just watch tele. Who knows? The world is my oyster.
And some nights you do just have to sit in with a pack of biscuits.
Yeah.
And you just have to be like, I'm just gonna watch MasterChef.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna think about anything.
Yeah.
And that's that.
I think I'm going to do that quite a lot.
Yeah, I think that's really good.
Yeah.
Someone will always go like, "Oh, come behind these bins around the back of I don't know. Come to the bus shelter. There's going to be like a late night cage fight between between Michael McIntyre and Catherine Ryan, and like, and we're all gonna go for, like, dancing afterwards, and you'd be like, yeah, no, I'm not, because you convince yourself every night's going to be like a one-time thing. It's not. It's going to be every bloody night.
Yeah, that's so true.
So just have a night off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I just say?
Yeah.
I'm so thirsty.
Oh yeah, me too.
Should we have a little drink?
Yeah, we should.
Let's talk about your drink. Now, we've got a selection here. And it's weird. So it's an aloe vera drink. And you specified you want the one with the bits in it. With the bits. Are they gelatinous bits? Sort of like jelly, chewy?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I think so.
So we've got this one, which is just it's your original aloe vera drink, rich in vitamin C, thank goodness. And this was £1.15, right? And now this one, literally exactly the same, but it's £1.29 for no reason. So say Aloe by Grace. What the fuck do you think you're playing at?
Yeah, maybe there's more bits in that one.
Do you think?
Maybe.
Let's spend the rest of the podcast counting the bits in the aloe vera drink. Why not? Why did you choose this? Do you drink this often?
I love this drink. I mean, this used to be my stoner drink. Oh. That's kind of when I got into it when I was a stoner, really, because it's like, I don't know, it's something magical about it. I mean, it's a drink, but it's also kind of like food. Because it's got bits in.
I love drinking and chewing at the same time.
Yeah, it's like a whole experience. I really like it. I don't think it's healthy, but it tastes healthy, but also like a treat. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm not like if I have like a milkshake, I feel bad. Do you know what I mean? Right. But this gives me the same amount of like pleasure. But yeah,
it's a treat, but it's healthy.
But I think it's not healthy. But
like if I put Coke on a salad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Diet Coke on a salad.
Yes, yeah.
But yeah, I really like them, and I get them. I suppose I don't get them as much anymore. There was a point in my life where I had them like nearly every day.
Right.
But
do you know what? I think I understand why the prices are different.
Why? Oh, was your? Oh,
my cap came right off,
and it's a different colour.
Yeah, it is still in date, or is it? There are 2 dates here. Oh. I'm about to go on a very special journey.
I actually thought mine was out of date then, but it's not. It's because it's got like the date it was packaged.
Yeah. Is that what that is? And the BB is the best before, isn't it? Right. Well, then we're fine.
Yeah. I'm 2026.
I'm 2025. Yeah. This is older.
Weird.
This is a way earlier batch.
So it's weird they made it cheaper, but gave you a crappier.
Imagine if this was just a solid lump, no liquid whatsoever.
One big lump.
Yeah. Well, let's have a little sip. Cheers.
What do you think of this? Because it's not for everyone. Have you not had it before?
I don't think I have.
Oh my God, this is fun.
I'm not getting many bits.
You've got to like kind of suck a little bit.
Okay, there they are.
Suck for your bits, yeah.
There they are. It's like dry.
Yeah.
A little dry, like in the way a wine would be dry.
Yeah.
I suppose it's grape flavoured. It really is giving grape.
It is like grape. It's like grape, because I really like grape soda as well, actually. Maybe that is why I like this. Yeah.
I like pretty much any artificial flavour, but I always find with grape, there's just something being like, have you ever had a grape?
Yeah, no, it is nothing like, but it's still banana flavoured stuff. I think that's not.
Yeah, but for some reason with an artificial banana, I'm like, I like that better than real banana.
Yeah.
Love a banana milkshake.
Yeah, me too.
Stunning.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah. What do you think of the bits?
They're like, do you know what? They're very sort of dainty bits.
Yeah, they are. But you can kind of squish them. I just find them kind of fun.
Well, see, do you like bubble tea?
I do, but I don't like the price.
It's
not worth the price to me.
You're paying for an experience in a way. There's if you go to like a shopping centre and there's a bubble tea place there, I do not get them from there because I'm just like, well, this won't be the best stuff. But in here in Edinburgh, there's a bubble tea place that occasionally I will go to.
Oh, okay.
And they do like a nice sort of milk tea, your tapioca pearl.
I don't like the tapioca is like the one that's like a raisin though, right?
It's sort of like black in colour and it's chewy.
Yeah, I'm not into that.
No?
No, I like the ones that pop in your mouth.
Oh, you like the... I don't like the popping ones.
not?
No. I have a thing about... I think it's about muffins as well.
Oh, yeah.
There was a time where muffins were just muffin in the inside, but now you can't bite into a muffin without just a huge wad of jam or sauce or something. And I just
you don't like that?
I don't. I don't.
wow.
I like a solid chew. Right? So with the popping things, I sort of pop them and I go, oh, it's like I'm drinking again. I feel like I'm being waterboarded.
Well, I feel like we're actually really different people.
This is exactly how the Sugababes started to break apart. It is.
Because I'm not big on a muffin, but if it's got a middle, I'm in. But, you know, typically I'm not a muffin girl.
I'm not eating like a muffin a day. But I love a bakery sweet treat and a savoury treat. I just love the bakery.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm with you on that.
Yeah. So like, I personally prefer stuff that isn't like filled with something, unless it's like an eclair, a cream finger.
Oh yeah.
Custard slice.
Yeah. Donut.
Yeah, I can get on board with a donut because I've grown up with donuts being filled with jam.
Yeah. Yeah. This is my kind of chat.
Yeah. But I like a jam, like a raspberry or strawberry jam. I'm not as partial to a custard one.
That's my favourite one.
Okay, but right.
Yeah.
I don't know where you get them. They used to do these ones that you put in the freezer. You keep them in the freezer, and it wasn't custard. It was more like a sort of vanilla cream.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah,
like a Boston cream or something.
Yeah, kind of. Oh, I will do a Boston cream. Yeah. Cruller. Have you ever had a cruller?
Yeah, I love them. I used to.
Love
my
a
first
cruller.
job was at Krispy Kreme.
And they used to have the cruller.
Yeah, they
And
don't
then
do
it
them
went.
anymore. Yeah.
You can get one at Tim Hortons.
Oh yes, you can.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah.
They're good.
Yeah. They are good.
Them hot, you know, off the rack because they
Yeah.
used to cook them where the place that I worked. It was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a factory, a Krispy Kreme factory. But it was also that you could go in
in.
have a coffee and whatever.
Yeah.
But those hot and fresh, oh,
A hot fresh cruller.
unbelievable.
And I try. People go like, "What is a cruller?" And I honestly can't.
Oh, I don't know.
Tell you, it's like
It's a bit like a
donut.
yum yum. Like a
Yeah,
yum. It's
but-
harder, isn't it?
But like the consistency on the inside, it's like it sort of like melts a little bit once it gets into your mouth. It's
Yeah, I never asked about what it was. I just ate it.
and legally they probably can't tell you.
No, that's
it's a
true.
secret.
That is true.
It's a secret. So when you crack open an aloe vera,
Yeah.
is it just on a whim, or is it like, oh, I'm feeling a particular way, I need a little aloe?
It is my treat. It's my
It's a treat drink.
Yeah. I kind of have two actually. I really like that. It's like a peanut milk.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think it's like a
peanut
Caribbean
milk?
thing. It's like tastes like peanut butter milkshake. But it's in a little
Oh, I
can.
could get on board with that.
They're really good. I either get one of these or an aloe drink. These are my treat drinks.
Yeah.
Besides alcohol, like
Right.
alcohol is also a treat drink. You
Then
know,
we're getting into a different.
yeah. So my non-alcohol treat drink is an aloe. Yeah, and I've picked my topic as crisp, so it's jump to it. I'm sorry.
Oh my god! Spoiler alert!
I'm so sorry, but I love getting crisp and an aloe.
Crisp and an aloe.
Yeah, they're like my ultimate combo.
Like
Don't
a
know
meal
why.
deal, but without the sandwich.
Just like, yeah, I mean, right, so like so I think my favourite meal, to be honest, is a whole bag of crisps.
Right.
And
Just to be clear, this isn't off menu, just in case you thought you were on a different podcast.
Right. Oh, damn. Because that's what I plan on saying. No, I think
Poppadoms or sparkling water, or whatever they say.
I think it's like, well, I mean, my boyfriend is a really good cook. He can cook anything. It's amazing. And his food is amazing. And before I went out with him, I'm a bad cook. So, like, you know, I can cook, but I can cook something if I need to, but I don't enjoy it.
Yeah.
But my treat would be like, I'm going to eat a whole bag of crisp. Fuck it. You know, I know
Like
it's not good for you.
One where they sarcastically write fun to share on it and be like, I'm eating all of this alone.
Yeah, I'm eating it alone.
Yeah.
And I enjoy it. It feels like a rebellion.
Yeah.
I feel really good after. And, you know, it doesn't happen as frequently, but I do love it. I love it when, like, there's nothing in. My boyfriend's not cooking. No one's cooking. I'm getting a big bucket of crisps.
Big packet of crisps. Do you do a dip?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
I like hummus.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I'll have it. Or sour cream and chive.
Oh, yeah.
A sour cream and chive with like a kettle crisp.
Oh, yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah.
They do like a sweet chili and sour cream flavour one. That is delightful.
I don't think I've had that.
Oh, you must. You must.
I haven't had that. Oh.
It's in a red bag, kettle crisp.
Yes, I know which ones you mean. I haven't had them. Oh,
They're
maybe I've had like
delightful.
a few, but I can't really remember. I love the cheese and onion ones.
Yeah, a classic.
A classic.
Yeah.
Well, I think, are they not new?
What, cheese and onion?
Cheese and onion kettle crisps.
Oh, well, maybe for kettle.
I think they're new
But
because
the flavour is like, hey.
I mean, it's tell as old as time.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But the cheese and onion ones, well, in my co-op, it said brand new. And I don't know if it's like tricked me or something because I was like, oh, yeah, they must be brand new. Like, I thought maybe they only did them in small packets, not in a big share. And I've told other people and they're like, that's not true. They're like a really old crisp, but I don't know. I think they're new.
I think because kettle crisps are kind of like, it feels like they're like lowering themselves to the common person by making a cheese and onion.
That's so true, yeah.
Because the rest will all be like champagne and truffle.
Yes, that's so true.
You know, like black pepper and cum. And just like,
I love black pepper and cum.
yeah, they're so very Moorish, salty.
So good.
Yeah, but like they had just
That's
like
so classy.
yeah,
Like, I
in
don't
a
know.
nice bowl.
Yeah.
Cum
would be a good dip as well, though.
Hard to source.
Yeah. Expensive.
Oh, we're having friends round, right? I better start.
I don't know how it keeps either. I don't know if it keeps well.
You would have to keep it in the freezer.
Yeah.
Because, well, I don't. It depends how you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not an expert.
No.
But like they do like posh flavors.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't know if this was kettle crisps, but there'd be one company where it's salt and vinegar, but it's sea salt and balsamic vinegar. And then you eat it and you go like, oh, that is salt and vinegar.
Yeah.
That just tastes like
It's
salt and
just the
vinegar.
same, yeah.
But it's like, you know, trying to make it feel like a luxury experience.
Yeah.
You like Green and Black's chocolate.
Yeah. Wait, yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, I had a moment. Yeah, no, the square, right?
I think. Oh, those are Ritter Sports. You know when you go to like a
I'm
shop.
not thinking of them, but I like them.
Oh,
Green and Black.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've only ever had them like in a box at Christmas time. Right?
yes. Yeah.
The posh.
They are posh, but they interviewed the woman who like came up with Green and Blacks, and she was just like, yeah. So I just had like loads of chocolate to sell. And then I needed to make the packaging sort of look kind of fancy. And I thought, oh, it's like a fancy sounding name, Green and Blacks. Right, I'll just put that on it. And then that's it.
And she admitted that.
Yeah.
Kind of iconic.
Yeah. Wonder if she's on the Epstein logs. I don't know. Sorry, that's probably... maybe cut that out. I can't just like
No, I think
allege
that's
that...
fine.
Yeah.
I think that's fine.
Allegedly.
I think she has a good
don't know.
humour. I don't know. I feel like she's kind of cool.
She'd be like, yeah, Queen. Yeah, Queen, I went to the Epstein Islands. Jeffrey was such a slag.
yeah, that's so her vibe.
I don't actually even know her name.
No.
But anyway. So I could sometimes I have been known to eat a bag of crisps for dinner, but like I think I have to combine it with the hummus.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I just think I'm just eating a big bag of carbs, which is fine, but you got to do something where you get like a hint of protein.
Yeah.
So
I just think you need a bit of wet.
A bit of wet?
Yeah.
You struggling
Too
to
dry.
struggling
you need a
to
bit
chew?
Of wet, you know, just a bit of something, a bit wet.
Yeah. Okay. So, like, there's sour cream, there's hummus,
Yeah.
salsa. I'm not a fan of salsa, if I'm honest.
I like salsa, but I only like it with a tortilla. I wouldn't. I mean, it's mental to use a different kind of crisp.
like with a Dorito or something.
Yeah,
Yeah. Fair enough.
But to be honest, I don't buy it very much, but I enjoy it when I'm out. Like if I get nachos.
You always used to get it at like a party. Someone would always bring the Dorito salsa dip.
Yeah.
And then the sour cream and chive one, and just open both of them and then just put them next to the bag.
Yeah.
And that's a party.
Yeah, it is. I appreciate the person that brings that.
Yeah.
I like that.
I do. So how have you grown up with crisps? Because I grew up with crisps in a big way.
Yeah. They're a big part of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, my parents weren't really into cooking. Crisps were a big deal.
Yeah.
Big part of our life.
Would you have like a bag of a multi-pack on the go all the time?
There was always crisps in. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we weren't one of them families where they're like, no crisps. There was always crisps in.
Yeah.
And if there wasn't crisps in, you'd kick up a fuss.
You would kick up
You'd be
a right
like,
fuss.
what the hell is going on? Where are the crisps?
Have we fallen on hard times?
You always have crisps after tea, like...
Oh, no.
I always had crisps after tea.
I didn't have crisps after tea. Do you know what?
Lunch.
Tea is lunch.
Yeah. Oh, no, you have them for lunch.
I would have them at lunch with some in.
Yeah.
Or as a snack midday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Crisp
do that.
butter?
I'll do... We've gotten back into them recently, me and the husband. We've had like a crisp sandwich.
Yeah.
It's actually... really cunt.
It's so good.
it's
What's
just
going
like,
on in yours?
I keep it simple. I honestly do. I can have just a plain crisp butty.
Yeah.
What crisp am I putting in there though? I would probably, for a crisp butty, I'd probably put like a standard crisp, like a Walker's. So I could just a classic potato crisp.
Yeah.
And I would do cheese and onion. But this is so cheeky. Sometimes when I'm making a sandwich and I've put like my ham, my cheese, maybe a little bit of sweet chili sauce.
Nice.
I'll also put in some chili heatwave Doritos.
Oh, yeah.
And then just, but so many. And then just squash it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so hungry.
Yeah. I fully believe in putting crisps on any sandwich. Just adds a bit of a crunch, you know?
Adds a crunch. I hear that so often now. Just like, I'm just going to add this just to add a bit of crunch.
Yeah.
Add a bit of crunch. Those crispy onions that you can get in a little pot.
Yeah.
That you get on top of like ramen or noodle dish, rice dish. I bought a pot of them and I put them on a lot of stuff.
Oh, that's a good idea. I want some of them.
Yeah, I'll just run home and get them. And just scoop it in my hands. Yeah, delightful. I absolutely love that. Adding a crunch is such a...
Crunch is so important.
Yeah, some people when they say add a crunch, they mean like, oh, I'll put in some crunchy lettuce.
No, that's not
crisp.
It. Yeah.
Yeah, it really does a sandwich good.
It really does.
It really does. Yeah. Have you ever done anything else with crisps? Put them in anything else wacky? Because I feel like a crisp sandwich is kind of like, we've all done it.
Yeah. I haven't done anything wacky.
What's the wacky thing you've done with a crisp?
Actually, I mean, this doesn't... Sometimes I have broken crisp and sprinkled them on top of food before.
Yeah.
But that's quite basic as well, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. I guess it depends, I suppose.
Like on a pasta.
Yes.
Fun.
Yeah. My husband makes a delightful mac and cheese. And you normally top it with breadcrumbs, but sometimes he'll top it with hula hoops.
Wow, that's fun.
Yeah, because they're kind of the same shape as the pasta as well.
Yeah, I really like that.
Yeah, there's got to be a hole in everything that I eat.
I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I don't think I've done anything too wacky with crisps. No.
How do you feel about crisps in in sort of like picky bits culture? Because we live in the time of picky bits. It's like if you get, and especially if you're like getting on a train for anything longer than I say like an hour and a half, you're stopping at the little Waitrose, the M&S food, whatever they've got at the train station. Are you buying a big bag of crisps and a dip just to like just to devour on the train.
I've done it before.
Yeah.
I've ate crisp and a dip on a bus, but I think that is socially wrong.
Depends on the bus. Could have been on a tour bus.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
With Sugababes.
I must be in a desperate time when I'm doing that.
Yeah.
I think there's some rules, there's certain kinds of crisps you shouldn't be in on if you sat next to someone on a train.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be having scampi fries.
Really?
No, you shouldn't be having anything too cheesy. I mean,
cheesy.
Quavers is a gross one for me.
Yeah, you have to be. You can only put up with that smell if you're the one about to eat the Quavers.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Yeah,
I think all cheese and onion is like that.
Yeah, that's upsetting.
Yeah,
so fair enough.
It's the same with like it's a bit different, but like tuna sandwiches. You shouldn't really be eating a tuna sandwich next to someone.
I don't think anyone should eat a tuna sandwich.
Oh, I do like a tuna sandwich, but
I think it's
a private time thing.
It's a private time. If you're going to eat a tuna sandwich, please go to the designated tuna carriage. Yeah.
Oh, you check in with everyone. Is this okay?
Yeah, I go person to person.
Yeah. So crisps are a funny one when you eat in public. I like eating. Obviously, I like eating crisps, but I've brought crisps to the cinema, and my friends really don't like that.
Oh,
they
really?
find that really annoying, and they tell me off for it. My two friends are the twins, and like they're very like they don't like causing a scene. They can say, Molly, you're talking too loud on the tram, or Molly, you're eating crisps too loudly in the cinema. So I have to be respectful to them sometimes, but I don't see a problem with it. I think as long as you pick the right time to chew, if it's a loud action scene, I can go.
Oh, you can get through two boxes.
Yeah. And then when it goes quiet, you can eat quietly. You can soft chew.
With like the cinema, I eat anything the cinema has. I could go for the pick and mix if they've got a Ben and Jerry's counter.
Oh yeah, that's
hot
fun.
dog. I'll have a hot dog.
I love a hot dog.
Love a hot dog. I'll do a whole thing of popcorn, sweet and salty. You reminded me now, at the cinema where I used to grow up back in Cornwall, they used to serve something called cracks.
Oh, what's that?
It's like a really like hardcore Class A drug. Cracks were like they were trying to like make crisps popcorn. Like, you go and get like a huge thing of popcorn. They wanted you to do that with crisps. Was never going to work because popcorn is like air, so you can eat like so much of it. But with crisps, like you're going to get full soon. You can't eat a whole popcorn bucket full of crisps.
And was it just miscellaneous crisps?
No, it was barbecue flavour crisps, but they were kind of a little bit sort of like they had the same consistency as like a Skip. A little bit harder than a Skip.
Right, okay. So they are quite light.
Quite light.
Yeah.
And
barbecue.
Light barbecue flavour.
I think that seems way too specific, specific
it was
of a
odd.
crisp.
You didn't get any other flavours, just barbecue.
Yeah.
And do you know what I used to do? I used to get a bag of minstrels, pour them into the crisps.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Minstrels and barbecue.
And now if you go to the cinema, they let you just like top your popcorn with
that's
M&Ms.
a thing now,
Yeah, I would do that with the crisps.
Yeah, I like your version better.
I genuinely a minstrel with a little barbecue chip.
Wow, I quite like that because I feel like a minstrel is quite fancy, but this barbecue crisp isn't. So bringing them together.
Give me enough time. If I ever get really successful, then it would be like I'm putting Ferrero Rocher on a kettle chip. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
There's a lot of crisp going on there. There's a lot of crunchiness.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I went to a Ferrero Rocher experience once.
Oh wow, where's that?
It was like a pop-up thing.
Oh yeah.
And you would go in, and they made it so that like you were journeying to the centre of a Ferrero Rocher.
Oh my God.
And you like sit at this like bar where they're making you all of these like deconstructed Ferrero Rocher desserts. And like you got a glass of like champagne with it as well.
Wow. So it looked like you were inside a Ferrero
like it's like
Rocher.
projected all around the room that you're in. It's all like sort of gold and sparkly. And then like the layer outside of that is sort of like crunchy, and then like you get like sort of the Nutella bit and more further you go in.
Oh wow.
It was really good.
It'd be amazing to get married in a Ferrero Rocher?
It would be.
Like, don't you think that would be like a good wedding?
As in, like,
so
could I
classy
eat the
and-
tent afterwards? Because it's just one big Ferrero
Just in that
Rocher.
place you were, I think. Like, you just
Okay.
get married in there.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I think it's classy.
I got married at the City Chambers. Ugh.
You should have got married in Ferrero Rocher.
In a big Ferrero Rocher.
Yeah.
But that sort of makes a good point about, I'm thinking of like a wedding buffet or buffets in general.
Yeah.
I love a cheap crisp.
Yeah, me too. An onion ring.
An
I like
onion
that.
ring.
Onion, and they're always cheap. They're always spot on.
12p a bag,
Yeah.
12p a kilo.
Yeah.
Cheaper than actual onions.
Very sickly though.
They are. They have
And
a
they're not
sweetness
really
to them.
they're not a social crisp either. I mean, I do a buffet on my show. So I just open like some cheap crisps and some sausage rolls. And the
In
onion,
your show, you do that?
Yeah.
So the audience can just have a little buffet, or is it for you?
Yeah. Well, it's for everyone, yeah. Just thought.
That's
It's
so
not-
thoughtful.
Yeah, exactly. Why are we not doing that?
I give it 5 stars even if I didn't think it was funny.
Thank you.
Be like, but I
Yeah.
was so just like,
Just
oh.
eat while you watch it.
Yeah, I love that.
Fun. But onion
Yes.
rings aren't a good crisp in the buffet because they do stink. It's knocking me sick, So I don't know how it makes everyone else feel.
I feel like a buffet in general can be quite like overwhelmingly sensory.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of sort of like beige looking food.
Yeah.
But then you've got the smell of the onion rings, your quiches, your open
quiches
packs of
stink.
ham,
Yeah.
all of that stuff. So when you kind of just sort of, you have that moment when you have to like, I have to accept what I'm smelling, and then you adjust, don't you?
Yeah. You just have to adjust that.
You just have to adjust.
I went to a buffet not long ago, and it was such a bad buffet. It was this man that I
no.
met in the pub.
Right.
It was his 73rd birthday. And he invited me and my friend, and there was barely anyone there. Turned out it was
bless.
because he'd been in prison his whole adult life, so he didn't really have any.
That does stop you from making friends.
Yeah. But he's like, a few of his family members were there, and they'd like sorted out the buffet, and I felt like I had to eat it because he kept coming over going, oh, let me plate you some buffet, have some buffet. And it was cold mash with onion in it.
Oh, no.
And sardines.
No, we're not doing a sardine buffet.
It was so disgusting. And it was like, I felt so much pressure to eat it because it was like, they'd obviously made all this food, even though it was like horrendous.
What was he in prison for?
I don't know. And I don't want to know.
For putting on a bad buffet.
It should be, yeah. Oh, and bless him. When he invited me, he said, "Oh, we'll have karaoke on,
Yeah.
because I do karaoke in the pub." And when I got there, it was like, do you know those like ones that you plug in and it's like got a CD player, the X Factor one.
Yeah.
It was the X Factor one, and he had one CD, and it was like from like 2003 or something. It had like Kylie on it and stuff.
Okay.
But it was really quiet. It wasn't. Well, you didn't know where to plug it in. I just spent ages trying to sort it out. Yeah, and there was 2XL bullies there.
Of course there were. Yeah.
And I met this woman called Zizi, and she had no teeth, and she was smoking a spliff. And she was a madam, which I thought was pretty badass.
Oh, I thought she ran those restaurants, no?
Yeah, she also does that.
Yeah.
Great combo.
Yeah.
But yeah, really fun buffet. But that buffet inspired me to do a buffet.
To
in
do
my
like a
show.
decent, just like,
Yeah.
just by the numbers buffet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So can I put you in, let's say you have an evening to yourself, you're there, you've got something on the telly, you treat yourself to a nice crisp dinner.
Yeah.
How does it feel when you get those crisps in? Like spiritually, emotionally?
Amazing. I forget all my problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also, I like that a big packet of crisps. Like, when they take a while. Obviously you can eat the whole bag, but it takes a while. And I love that feeling of like, I've still got loads left. Oh, that's a good feeling. That do you know what I mean?
That's such a good point.
When you have a
actually.
small packet of crisps, you have two, and you're like, "There's not much left." You're feeling sad halfway through.
Yeah.
you know, I love that feeling. There's loads more left. There's loads more of this feeling.
Left.
Yeah.
That's so good.
And when you finish, you're not thinking that anymore because you feel really sick. You don't want any more.
You don't. It takes a while to hit you, I find.
Yeah.
Like you get to the end of sometimes I get to the end of the bag and I go, I could have done with like maybe like a slightly bigger bag, and then maybe a couple minutes later I go like, no, we're shut now.
I'm done.
We're done.
I'm done.
Put a fork in me.
Yeah.
I'm all crisp.
Yeah. What's your favourite crisp?
Probably a chili heat wave Doritos.
Yeah. Oh, classic.
There's just something about if they ever sold the seasoning on that crisp just as like a spice jar.
Yeah.
God.
That looks great. Why do they not do that?
I don't know. Probably because then maybe people wouldn't buy the crisps as much.
Yeah.
I will say you can get a big bag of Doritos, like one bag, or you get a multi-pack of 6 individual bags. The individual bags have more flavour.
Oh.
The big bag has less flavour, and I've never understood why.
Wow. Maybe it's something to do with the bag, like holding the
potentially.
spice.
Or maybe it's like however they make it, maybe it's like a spice to crisp ratio. I don't know.
I never knew that. I'm going to keep that in mind.
Yeah. What's your favourite crisp?
Mine is, you know those Walker's Max ridged ones?
Yes.
Like,
A ridged.
kind of new.
Yes.
Yeah, I like them. It's like a modern McCoy.
Yeah.
I like the jalapeno and cheese ones.
The what and cheese?
Jalapeno and cheese.
Oh, yes, jalapeno.
Yeah.
I thought you said Al Pacino.
Al Pacino. That would be even better. I love Al.
Tastes delicious.
Yeah. He's just had a kid, hasn't he?
He
like
has.
73.
Was that him or Robert De Niro?
Both of them did at the same time.
Fuck off.
Quite cute. Both really old dads.
Well, they're going to be buying a few multi-packs of Walkers. I've not had that crisp. Jalapeno is a flavour that I'm kind of like, I don't know.
Well, if you like chili heat wave, you might like it. Spicy.
Yeah, I think I like the chili heat wave because it's sort of like sweet chili, but like chili just for chili's sake sometimes. I don't know. I'm a little more iffy.
Oh, you don't want hot.
I don't mind the heat if I enjoy the flavour.
I think you'll like the flavour. It's not just because it's got the cheese element.
Okay.
Honestly, they're amazing. Like,
could you open them on the train?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think so.
I'll take your word for it.
Like, they're not like stinky. They're not really stinky, I don't think.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. I feel like we need to get to the last part of the show, mostly so that we can just go away and have a big bag of crisps.
Yeah, I am starving.
It's time for quick fire feelings.
Okay.
Got 5 things that I'm going to say to you, and then you just tell me how they make you feel. All right?
Okay.
You'll see a theme emerge, I think. But the first thing is something that we ask everybody. How do you feel about dark chocolate?
How do you feel about dark chocolate?
Yeah.
I don't need it.
Don't need it.
I don't need it.
You could go without.
Yeah, I'm not bothered. Sometimes I lie to myself and have it.
Okay.
Sometimes occasionally I'll buy it.
Think, I'll have a classy one.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what's good, the mini egg Cadbury bar.
Oh, I've not had that.
You have to.
Oh.
I'll have those crisps. You have that bar of mini egg. And then we'll swap tasting
And it's got
notes.
caramel in it.
No, it's got bits of mini egg in it.
Oh, it's mini. Oh, I bought my brother the Easter egg of that. Looks good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait,
yeah.
no, I've had it. I've already had it.
Oh,
I forgot about it. I've tried them all. It is good, that.
I went to the Sainsbury's earlier. They were selling an Easter egg, like one of the chunky Easter eggs. It's like the thing on it's that thick, like one of the posh Cadbury's ones. Still selling it for full price. Cheeky, that.
Yeah.
Easter was a while ago.
And they don't last longer, Easter eggs.
No, they don't.
They've not got preservatives in them.
No.
So
well, there you go.
Yeah.
Moving on. How do you feel about crisps? Parentheses, cheese and onion.
Love it, but I only like it when I'm eating cheese and onion. Like I said before, I don't like if someone opened cheese and onion right now and I don't want any. I'm not in the mood. I'm pissed off.
Fair enough.
They can gross me out if I'm not in a cheese and onion mood. So I want full control of the cheese and onion.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you feel about crisps? Parentheses, salt and vinegar.
Not my favourite, but still like them.
You still have
Yeah,
them.
they always feel a bit like, they feel adult.
Grown up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They feel
Okay.
grown up.
All right.
Yeah, it's like having a wine.
Yeah. I see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the salt and vinny kettle chips in the bowl.
Yeah.
Next to the bottle.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
How do you feel about crisps, parentheses, prawn cocktail?
Oh, I'm not that bothered about prawn cocktail, but I
No.
do love skips.
The skips, because they were technically prawn flavoured. Sort of.
But I feel like they've got their own thing going on.
Yeah, because their whole thing was like leave a skip on your tongue and then it just melts away.
Yeah.
And you don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
You know what the hardest part of having a crisp is? Just having to bloody chew it.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
if it just like
I think you've
went
just got
away.
This, you've just got this weird slop on your tongue, haven't you?
Yeah.
And it's not nice.
And you just suck it down.
Yeah. Oh, that's so minging, actually. Yeah, that is mega minging. Yeah, no, I'm not that bothered about. I mean, again, I'll eat it.
You'll eat it.
So, what about you?
I can't tell you the last time I had a skip, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh, you should go back in.
I'm trying to think if I went to my like nearest corner shop where they even have skips.
They do.
All right.
They do them in big bag now.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh,
Big bag of skips.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe I'll have a big bag of skips for tea tonight.
Yeah, it's light. It's healthy.
Yeah, it is. Omega 3s in the broth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Finally, how do you feel about crisps, vegetable?
Oh, yeah, no, I like them.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I like the beetroot ones the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
I like the beetroot ones, and the sweet potato is good.
Yeah.
I love them, actually. I forgot about them. Are they
I
still
know.
a thing?
Yeah, they are.
I feel like I don't see them much anymore. There was a trend of them, wasn't there?
They really were everywhere. You go into like a Pret and then they'd have like a little mini bag of them. They'd also do kale crisps as
Yeah,
well.
they're all right.
I didn't mind the kale crisps. They were like crunchy. And then I think I saw a video of Gwyneth Paltrow teaching people how to make kale crisps. and then I was like, well, that's put me off now.
That is so boring.
She'd be like, oh my God, my kids can't stop eating them.
I'm surprised that she probably has them like super healthy though, doesn't she?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably having them as a light snack while she's steaming her vagina.
Oh God, and a bone broth.
And a bone broth. Honestly. Just have a kebab.
Yeah.
Just have something nice.
Yeah.
What's wrong with them?
I don't understand celebrities like that because it's like you can have like whatever you want. You can literally do whatever you want, but you're deciding to have bone broth.
Bone broth.
Like,
and
what's
it's like
going
it's
on?
not. It doesn't do anything for you.
No.
They will tell you it does, but like I actually think celebrities are just some celebrities, not every celebrity. I think some of them are just like either the most like willing to do like obviously morally corrupt things to make money, like sell people stuff that doesn't do what it says, or they're just a bit thick.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, oh yeah, my life just got so much better when I started drinking bone broth. And then I won a Grammy for Best New Artist.
Yeah. I think they're depressed.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor Gwyneth. Look, all right.
Gwyneth, if you're listening, come on the pod with, who did we say at the beginning who's going to come on the pod? Oh, the owner
Amanda
of Green and Blacks and
Bynes.
Amanda Bynes.
Oh, that's a fun gang.
Yeah, it would be like Loose Women featuring me. That brings us to the end of this episode of the pod. You had a nice time.
Oh, I had such a nice time.
I'm very glad to hear it. Before we let you go, is there anything that you want to plug for our listeners and our viewers? The Fringe Show, maybe? What else you got going on?
Yeah, I'm doing my show Slob at Monkey Barrel in August with Fringe at 2:55 at Cabaret Voltaire 2.
Delightful. That's going to be good, that is.
Oh, and also if you like food stuff, I've been doing a live show in Manchester. I'll probably be doing it in other places at some point. And it's called Molly and Paul Try Heron Foods. You know Heron Foods? The supermarket.
Yeah.
Well, we buy a bunch of food there and we try it. We have an air fryer on stage, but it's also a rock opera. So
okay, of course.
Yeah,
now it makes sense.
yeah. We just combined our two great loves, really. But it's really, really fun, and we've got costumes and everything.
Is it like improvised?
Yeah.
The rock opera part?
Oh no, we've written an album of songs, all original songs. Yeah.
I love that you incorporate food into every live performance.
I know. I didn't mean to become a food comedian.
Yeah, but no, I think that's a gap in the market that needs filling.
Yeah. I think it's because I used to really want to be... I love Trisha Paytas. You know Trisha Paytas?
Yes, and she does mukbangs.
Yeah, and I was like, I just want to do mukbangs. But I always I would film them. Like, I'd mainly film them when I was drunk, and I'd look back and it was like really embarrassing. And I was like, I can't put that on the internet. And I think my dream was to become a mukbanger. And then I was going to do this Herons show as a mukbang, but I've done it live instead.
I think that's good. I don't know how those mukbangers get, they eat so much.
Oh my God, I'd put on a lot of weight if that was my job.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, like Nikocado Avocado.
Yes, but is he, but has he lost the weight? Has he gained the weight? How do we know what to believe?
Now. I don't know.
But is he? Because then he put out another video saying like, no, I made that video before I put on the weight. We don't know what to believe anymore.
No.
I'm actually 3 squirrels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see that.
Yeah. So Slob is the name of the show.
Yes. Yeah.
Lovely. You can go see that at the Fringe this year. I'll also be at the Fringe with my show, You're Joking, Not Another One. And that's, do you know what? That's at 1:35, right, over at the Tron. So you could come see that show and then pop over to Slob.
A double bill. What a great double bill.
It's a double bill. You're joking, not another Slob. Yeah. Oh, it sounds lovely.
Yeah.
Well, I look forward to seeing it. I'll try and come along in August.
Yeah, see yours too.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I don't know if I have snacks, so you might have to bring your own.
Oh, yeah. And I'll bring some to you.
Yeah,
you can
lovely.
Come and eat at mine after.
Yeah, great. Love that.
Yeah.
Lovely. You can follow the podcast at I've Had a Rosé for clips and all other kind of... Well, it is mostly just clips, actually. But then occasionally, I don't know, I put up a story or something fun. I know. And we'll see you again for another episode next week. Bye.